Hello and welcome to Fact Vault. Today we will be exploring 20 facts regarding Atlantis. Ready to dive in? Did you know there's an ancient legend that tells of a lost city, swallowed by the sea, filled with advanced technology and immense power? Atlantis, it's a name that stirs our imagination, conjures up mystery, and leaves us with countless questions. Today, we're taking you through 20 incredible facts you may have never known about the elusive Atlantis. Some of these theories will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about ancient history. Let's dive in. Fact 1. The source of the myth. Atlantis first came into the spotlight, thanks to the Greek philosopher Plato. Around 360 BC, Plato wrote about Atlantis in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, depicting it as a mighty empire that existed about 9,000 years before his time. Was it a philosophical allegory, or was Plato hinting at something more? Fact 2. Atlantis' advanced technology. Some accounts suggest that Atlantis was far ahead of its time technologically, with energy sources that sound like ancient versions of modern electricity. It's said they could harness the Earth's natural energy, a feat that remains the stuff of legends today. This advanced technology supposedly included flying machines, anti-gravity devices, and machines capable of performing what we would consider miraculous feats. The sheer scale of their technological prowess suggests a civilization that was as much about science as it was about magic. Fact 3. The Atlantean downfall. According to Plato, Atlantis fell due to its own hubris. The Atlanteans became greedy and corrupt, prompting the gods to punish them by submerging their entire civilization in a single day and night. This tale serves as a poignant reminder about the dangers of unchecked power and moral corruption. Many researchers and theorists consider this part of the story to be a metaphor, a cautionary tale warning future civilizations about the dangers of losing one's moral compass. Fact 4. Location. More than just the Atlantic Ocean. Many believe that Atlantis lies under the Atlantic Ocean, but numerous theories suggest it could be in places as far-ranging as Antarctica, the Mediterranean, or even within the Caribbean. Each theory seems to bring Atlantis closer or farther away from being uncovered. Some scholars even argue that Atlantis may have been a series of islands rather than a single landmass, making its exact location even more elusive. Fact 5. Santorini, a real-life Atlantis? One popular theory links Atlantis to the ancient volcanic eruption on Santorini around 1600 BC, which destroyed much of the Minoan civilization. This theory suggests that Plato may have based his story on accounts of the destruction of this advanced ancient society. The evidence found on Santorini, including sophisticated buildings and plumbing systems, is often cited as a real-world example of what an advanced, semi-mythical civilization like Atlantis might have looked like. Fact 6. The Atlantean crystals. Legends tell of powerful crystals that were used by the Atlanteans for healing, energy, and communication. These crystals supposedly held mystical powers that allowed them to harness energy from the earth itself, an idea that captivates many even today. Some believe these crystals were so potent that they could store and transmit energy across vast distances, enabling the Atlanteans to power their cities and even communicate telepathically. Fact 7. Atlantis and the Bermuda Triangle. Some researchers believe that the Bermuda Triangle is the final resting place of Atlantis, citing unusual magnetic anomalies and strange disappearances in that area. Could the ancient technology of Atlantis still be influencing these waters? It is theorized that remnants of their energy sources or powerful crystals could still be at work, causing the mysterious events that have made the Bermuda Triangle so infamous. Fact 8. A city of rings. Plato described Atlantis as consisting of concentric circles, alternating rings of water and land. This unique design is often cited as evidence that it was an architectural marvel, with a defense system that ingeniously combined land and sea. The city was said to be visually stunning, with lush gardens, magnificent temples, and towering structures all meticulously planned within these rings. Fact 9. Theories from Edgar Cayce. Edgar Cayce, known as the Sleeping Prophet, claimed that Atlantis was real and predicted that parts of it would rise again in the 1960s. He believed the ruins lay near the Bahamas, particularly around Bimini, where strange underwater formations known as the Bimini Road have indeed been found. Cayce's prophecies have sparked numerous expeditions to the area, with some believing that the Bimini Road is a remnant of an Atlantean highway or harbor. Fact 10. Atlantean colonies. Some believe that survivors of Atlantis fled and became the founders of great civilizations, such as ancient Egypt or the Mayans. This could explain some of the incredible technological and architectural feats of these societies, which seem to spring up almost out of nowhere. The knowledge of astronomy, mathematics, and monumental architecture displayed by these ancient civilizations has led many to speculate that Atlantean refugees played a crucial role in their development. Fact 11. The riches of Atlantis. Plato mentioned that Atlantis was a land of incredible wealth, with precious metals like gold and silver in abundance. The Atlanteans supposedly had access to a rare metal called orichalcum, whose origin and composition remain shrouded in mystery. Orichalcum was said to be a bright, reddish metal that glittered like fire and was used extensively in their temples and palaces, adding to the grandeur of their civilization. Fact 12. Atlantis and alien theories. There are those who suggest that Atlanteans were actually extraterrestrials, or at least had direct contact with aliens. This might explain their supposed technological prowess and why they were ultimately wiped out. Perhaps their alien allies abandoned them. Some even believe that Atlantis was a colony established by an advanced alien race, which would account for the descriptions of technologies that seem far beyond what ancient human societies could achieve. Fact 13. Atlantis in pop culture. The fascination with Atlantis isn't just ancient history, it's been featured in countless books, movies, and shows. From Disney's Atlantis, The Lost Empire to Marvel Comics, Atlantis remains one of the most enduring mysteries in our cultural consciousness. It represents a utopian dream as well as a cautionary tale, a symbol of human potential and the dangers that come with it. Fact 14. The Eye of the Sahara. Also known as the Reshat structure in Mauritania, this mysterious formation bears a striking resemblance to Plato's description of Atlantis with its circular rings. Some believe this geological feature may be the lost city, buried in the sands rather than underwater. The size and shape of the Eye of the Sahara have led many to speculate that it could be the remnants of an ancient, forgotten civilization, possibly even Atlantis itself. Fact 15. The Atlantean language. Though no physical records exist, there are theories that the Atlanteans had their own unique language, one that formed the root of many modern languages. Could the echoes of Atlantean still be hidden in our words today? Linguists have debated whether the languages of early advanced civilizations, such as the Egyptians or Sumerians, might carry traces of Atlantean influence, suggesting a much older common ancestry. Fact 16. The spiritual aspect. Some believe that Atlantis was not only technologically advanced but spiritually enlightened. It's said that Atlanteans were capable of incredible feats of consciousness, such as telepathy and remote viewing, abilities that many now associate with a lost, higher human potential. This spiritual aspect of Atlantis has made it a focal point for modern New Age movements, which view the lost civilization as a beacon of human potential that we could one day reclaim. Fact 17. The Great Flood Connection. The story of Atlantis shares similarities with flood myths from around the world, such as Noah's Ark or the Epic of Gilgamesh. Could these be different accounts of the same cataclysmic event that swallowed Atlantis? The prevalence of flood myths across various cultures suggests a collective memory of a devastating event, possibly the one that led to the destruction of Atlantis and other ancient civilizations. Fact 18. Atlantis and the Nazis. The Nazis, under Himmler, believed in the existence of Atlantis and even funded expeditions to find proof of an Aryan race that they thought might be linked to Atlanteans. This strange twist shows how deep the myth of Atlantis runs, even into modern history. The Nazis were fascinated by the idea of a superior ancient race and saw Atlantis as a potential origin of their so-called master race. Fact 19. Modern search attempts. Despite technological advances, no definitive evidence of Atlantis has been found. However, numerous expeditions and studies, including underwater sonar and satellite mapping, continue to fuel hope that Atlantis could be uncovered, if it ever existed at all. The allure of finding a lost civilization drives many explorers and researchers, who believe that we may be just one discovery away from uncovering the truth behind the legend. Fact 20. A warning for us today. Plato's story of Atlantis wasn't just a tale of wonder, it was a cautionary one. He warned of the dangers of power, greed, and moral decay. In a sense, Atlantis serves as a mirror, a reflection of the potential consequences of humanity's own actions if we're not careful. The story is a reminder that even the most advanced civilizations can fall if they lose sight of their values and become consumed by excess. Bonus fact: the mythic Atlantean energy source. Some believe that the Atlanteans possessed a powerful energy source called the fire crystal or the Great Crystal. This massive crystal was said to draw energy from the earth and the sun, providing free energy to the entire civilization. The crystal's power was so immense that some speculate it was what led to Atlantis' destruction when it became unstable. Could this be a glimpse of an ancient form of sustainable energy, one that we have yet to rediscover? According to these legends, the Great Crystal was housed in a massive temple at the center of the city, a sacred place accessible only to the high priests and leaders of Atlantis. The crystal was thought to be capable of channeling immense energy, not only powering their advanced technology but also aiding in spiritual practices and healing. When the crystal's energy was disrupted, it is said that it triggered catastrophic events, leading to the downfall of the great Atlantean civilization. This myth continues to inspire modern seekers who dream of harnessing similar energy to create a world free from fossil fuels and pollution. The idea that such an advanced form of sustainable energy could have existed thousands of years ago makes us wonder, could there be other lost secrets from ancient times that could revolutionize our modern way of life? Whether you believe Atlantis was real or just a moral fable, its story continues to enchant us. It's a reminder of how much we still have to learn about our past, and how history, whether true or myth, can teach us lessons that resonate through the ages. If you enjoyed this dive into the mysteries of Atlantis, hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible explorations of the world's deepest secrets. Only on Fact Fault.